Welcome to Verde Valley Highlights, presented by the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce. This show is an opportunity for locals and visitors to rediscover everything that the Verde Valley has to offer. My name is Christian Oliva Del Rio, and I'm the President and CEO for the Cottonwood Chamber. And with me today is Erin Mabery. She's the Executive Director for Buena Vista Children's Services, and you're our chair-elect coming into this year.
Yes. Hi, Christian. Thank you for having me today.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm excited to be here.
Great. So, Erin, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in the Valley, and,
Well, actually, I was born here in Cottonwood.
Yeah.
I was raised in Phoenix, but I have kind of a fun story. I was born at MJL, which was Marcus J. Lawrence Hospital.
Right.
I won't say which year, but, and I actually was able to grow up down in Phoenix, but I came back and to have my family, because this is where my roots are, and I spent a lot of summers back and forth and stuff back here in the Verde. But my daughter was actually born at, both of my children were born at what is now Verde Valley Medical Center.
Right.
But kind of a fun story. I was going through the birthing process, and my mom was in the room, and she says, "Just so you know, this is the room you were born in." They were going under construction. They were doing the construction of the change.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, so actually that room is right across the street from my office. So I get to see him.
Full circle.
Full circle. It's pretty cool to bring that all back.
Yeah. So the Mabry family has got some deep roots here, huh?
We
You guys
have a lot
been here for a long, long time. And,
we've been here for a long time. We have a lot of people in our family that are, really dedicated to the growth and the enriching Verde Valley.
The entire Verde Valley,
the whole Verde as a whole. So
well, we appreciate they're very service oriented, the entire family. So
we love it. We love it here. So
it's a great place.
It's our home.
It's our home.
It's our home. Yeah, definitely.
So tell us a little bit about your kids then. So you've got two kids.
So I have two kids. They're awesome. My daughter is 21. She is actually getting on a plane today.
It's so exciting. I know.
To go study abroad.
Right.
We've talked about it, and she's actually finishing her degree from NAU.
She got a lumberjack scholarship,
She had a lumberjack scholarship. Yeah. She's been one of those lucky kids from Mingus Union High School. She graduated, and off she went, and she's been doing her thing, and she is headed to Prague. So
what an experience, right?
She'll be studying
she's
abroad.
Be very worldly.
she's on her way.
That's awesome. But your son, too, he's got some exciting things happening.
Yeah,
in his life
so
too,
he's on his way. He's getting ready to go into law enforcement. That's what since he was probably 5, he's been wanting to.
There's no family influence there.
No, not at all. So he's on his way. I've got, so in my world, my other half is has been with the sheriff's office for 20 years. He's getting ready to retire. So I'll have one leaving the sheriff's office and one going in.
Right.
So and
so what's he going to do when he retires?
Oh, I'm so
envious.
He's probably going to get to travel. I get to stay here and play with Buena Vista.
That's why you bought the RV and everything,
We bought the RV. He's going to go. He says, just come meet me wherever I'm at.
Right.
So we'll take it on the road.
You're not going to retire anytime soon.
Not anytime soon.
No, we're going to keep you locked in here with Buena Vista doing all the great things you do.
That's right. Well, we've got a lot to do. So,
that's right. That's awesome.
We do.
So let's talk a little bit about Buena Vista Children's Services, because a lot of people think it's just daycare, right? But as you said, you don't take care of the day, you take care of children, right?
We take care of children.
You care of children.
So it is childcare. So actually we have some childcare components, but we also do a lot of other things.
Right.
Most people know us for our frontline, what we call our frontline services, which is our child care and our preschool and our after-school program.
Right. So Bright Futures, that's your
Bright Futures,
right across the street from the hospital. Right?
It's across the street from the hospital. It's actually sponsored by the hospital. Yeah. So it's a really cool partnership. So we are sponsored. It's called a corporate sponsored child care, and it's sponsored by VVMC, and we have about 100 kids over there, and
a waiting list, right?
And a wait list. Actually, we're enrolling now, but our preschool I think is full right now. But we're enrolling for babies, and we take kids from six weeks up to 12 years old.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Our preschool program is amazing. It's all aligned with state standards and those kind of things, and it's about getting kids ready. From birth, really.
And that's why I love this program, because I've got young babies,
you got grandbabies
that are in the program too, and some that have already gone through, and that's amazing. So the other component to it is Discovery, right? Which is in Clarkdale.
Yeah, Clarkdale. So that's kind of where I started. That's where my heart and my passion is. It's an art-based program. It's a curriculum that we wrote. Buena Vista actually wrote, and it is it's an incredible program. So it's after school. It's got a full curriculum that is aligned with state standards for all different ages. So when kids start going to school, we actually take them up to our Clarkdale, what we're calling the Clarkdale Clubhouse.
Right, because it's got that vibe to it, right?
It does. You got to see it a couple days ago. It's an amazing space, and kids love it.
That building has a lot of history there too,
The building has a lot of history, yes.
You were sharing some of, they used to play football out there, right?
It was actually
when the
built.
school was up on the hill, right?
So it was built for Mingus Union High School back in the 20s. So the building is almost 100 years old. And
it's got 100-year-old problems as well.
It has 100-year-old plumbing and all those kind of things. But it's a great space. The kids don't care. And you know, the things that go on there are just amazing. So we're signing up with the food program, and so we'll be able to serve dinner up there for kids, and at Bright Futures as well. So we're looking forward to that, doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the kids through the what's called the CACFP. It's a food program, federal food program. So we're looking forward to that. It's a huge process. But
that's great. So, well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about Buena Vista. Okay?
Wonderful. Thanks, Christian.
Thank you.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
There are people who struggle with addiction and homelessness. Sometimes it may feel like there is nothing we can do to help.
But there is. You can make a tax-deductible donation and help those in need transition away from homelessness.
When you give someone a handout, you could actually be supporting an addiction.
A better life starts with better health, especially for those living in the streets.
Support solutions, not addictions. You can make a difference. Visit cottonwoodcares.com.
Welcome back to Verde Valley Highlights. With me again is Erin Mabery with Buena Vista Children's Services, and so right before the break we were talking a little bit about, you know, Bright Futures is the child care and Discovery, and I wanted to know what got you into joining the Chamber, and why did you join the Chamber?
Well, actually, our organization has been a Chamber member since, as far as I can tell, so probably maybe 1997, I think, is when we went back to.
Right.
And, you know, there's a little bit of a fog in when Buena Vista was actually established, but we were incorporated in 1997.
Right.
So I think that we even go further back than that.
I think you might, yeah.
But the point of being a Chamber member has helped us with our mission and vision, and that's creating relationships and partnerships really throughout our community to help support our kids.
Yeah.
It's really about supporting.
It takes a village, right?
It takes a village.
Right.
Supporting our kids, supporting the families, and making that happen through a stronger community and being strong means that we're all together on the same page
That's
and going
right.
forward.
Yeah.
So
So that kind of leads me into, this other program that you got going on. You've got a keynote speaker coming out to do strengthening the Verde and through education, right?
yeah, so strengthening the Verde is something that we created, kind of out of necessity and out of listening to all the organizations talking about, we need a way to bring all of our organizations together in a different light. Many times, we think of educators, and so people say, well, I'm not in education, so that doesn't apply to me.
Right.
But when we're talking about strengthening the Verde, it all applies because it affects, kids. They're going to be our next generation. They're going to be the ones that are either employees or clients or customers of our businesses. They're going to be buying our houses. They're going to be the ones that are attracting other folks from other places. So we want to start them off young and start them off with a good start and kind of that citizenship piece. So with that, we have created this event, Strengthening the Verde. It is actually tied to our conference. It's on February 23rd, and we're having it at Mingus Union High School, which has been gracious enough to allow us to invade their space.
That's awesome.
For a night,
But again, it's all about the partnerships,
It's all about the partnerships. So we have dozens of people that are coming that evening to have booths, and they'll be talking about the different
resources
and services and the things that they have to offer for the rest of our community. So a little bit different than having a focus group, but we've really opened the scope and tried to allow as many people that that are here for the same reasons. We're all about strengthening the Verde.
Strengthening the Verde, exactly. So tell us a little bit about the keynote and what's going to be going on there.
So we've hired Spencer Gorin. He's a motivational speaker from Tucson, actually. And he is going to be talking about navigating relationships. So really it can be about relationships with kids or spouses. Or
I was just going to say,
employees.
Can I hire him to come to my house and work on my relationships?
We may not let him out of the Verde if he does a really good job. But yeah, so he'll be speaking. I'll be speaking as well, but we'll be having that event on the 23rd, and that's from 6:30 to 8:30 at Mingus Union High School.
That's excellent.
Anybody can come. We have a lot of educators that are going to be coming, and it actually counts as professional development. So we've had that taken care of for educators throughout the Verde Valley.
That's excellent, because it ties right into the very next day and the conference,
Yeah, and our conference, So we, our conference is on the 24th. Again, a great partnership with Yavapai College. This will be our 23rd annual Early Childhood Education Conference.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is, and it's a great day. Christian, you've been there. You've gotten to see what it is, and we attract hundreds of people from all around the state, really. This year we have some presenters that are coming from Yuma. We have some attendees that are coming from Chandler and Peach Springs and all different corners of the state, and we're just looking forward to a really great day. We have 24 presentations throughout the day, so people will be able to pick what they want. Most of these are geared for early childhood educators. However, a lot of these topics cross over into other...
most childhood education, right? It applies to it all, right?
Absolutely. So
what another great service that Buena Vista is, offering to our community and
it is. It's really fun, and it's a fun day. They get to come and
it's not like you're going to school.
It's not dry. We always make it a lot of fun.
So. You guys do even like drawings, don't you?
We have raffles and giveaways.
It's a great
and
day, and you serve them lunch. And
last year, I think somebody went home with a GoPro.
Sign me up.
I know, it's a lot of fun.
So if you're in childhood education or early childhood education, how can people find out about the conference and sign up? How do you?
So with the conference and any of our events, events. You can
Right.
go on our website, which is bv-cs.org,
Right.
and sign up. There's an events page that it's just got a drop down, and you can
Excellent.
pick out which event you want to attend, or go and check out all the ins and outs about it. And see if it's something that you're interested in, or if you want to come out. And we're always looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
Volunteers are great.
And it's a great day, and you feed them too.
When we feed them, and we feed them.
It's
So
important.
yeah, it is. Sodexo
That's
is taking
excellent.
care of us over at
Right.
Yavapai College,
Yeah.
and they always do a great job. So
Sure.
yeah, so
Good deal. So the next big event is coming up in April, and that's one of my favorites too. And that's
yeah, our
near and
April
dear to my
event
heart.
is
Yeah.
amazing. Again, we look at all the different resources in the community. So unlike the kickoff event, that is kind of geared toward other organizations. This event with the children's celebration is geared towards families.
Right.
So that people that are anywhere in our community, really, we really open up the lens, not just for Cottonwood, but for all of the Verde Valley.
Right.
That they can come out and have a booth and talk to families as they come through. So the event it sounds like it's kind of dry, like it's a resource fair, but we jazz it up.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So the kids get to make and do little projects at each booth, right? Because
Yeah.
each exhibitor is required to do some kind of exercise, right?
Right. So they have hands-on activities.
Yeah.
So that's all we ask of our exhibitors is to
Right.
come with something hands-on so that the kids can go around and do, they're making macaroni
I was
necklaces.
just going to say, I still have my macaroni necklace.
How fun, see? They do art projects and
Yeah.
different, maybe they're stretching or maybe they're learning to brush their teeth or
Right.
whatever, We
Right.
have dentist groups and we have, so they're giving away stuff as well
Yeah.
throughout the day. So the really cool thing I'm really excited about is that we're going to have, Yavapai Broadcasting is coming out. They're going
Right.
to do a live remote and the money machine, which is
Yeah.
always fun. But we also we're partnered with Southwest Airlines this year.
That's incredible.
And
Yeah.
they gave us 8 e-tickets, which
Yeah.
means 4 round-trip tickets
Right.
anywhere in the U.S.
Yeah.
So we'll be raffling those off, auctioning those off. So we're
Doing some
looking
silent auction items too.
silent
right?
auction items and stuff like that. And we're looking for donations. So if anybody in the community wants
Right.
to help us promote themselves and help this great cause, this
Sure.
is all in light of child abuse prevention.
Right.
And with child abuse prevention, we are the CAP Council for the Verde Valley, or the Child Abuse
Right.
Prevention Council. And we just really are looking at a strength-based approach to preventing child abuse instead of talking about the icky parts of child abuse.
Yeah, right. This gets it out and gets it
Yeah.
a little bit easier to explain and deal with. And
Yeah, and if we really are focused on strengthening our families, then we can really prevent neglect and abuse. So,
Sure.
so that's kind of the idea, but we keep it in
Right.
fun. There'll be face painting and stuff like that going on.
Tell us the date on that
It's
one.
April 21st.
Right.
And it's on a Saturday. We'll be
Right.
having it at Clemenceau,
Right.
which is the district office,
Exactly.
Cottonwood
It's-
Oak Creek School District office.
Right. Perfect fit there.
Right.
Right.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be
Yeah.
amazing. And it's our 24th annual children's celebration.
Right. And it's free.
And it's free. That's the best part. It's free. Families can come get popcorn and get all these resources and all that.
Right.
So
That's excellent. Well, and they can find out more about it through the Facebook page and through your website,
Go to our website.
bv-cs.org.
yes.
Right. We're going to take a quick break. Come back and join us.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
There are people who struggle with addiction and homelessness. Sometimes it may feel like there is nothing we can do to help.
But there is. You can make a tax-deductible donation and help those in need transition away from homelessness.
When you give someone a handout, you could actually be supporting an addiction.
A better life starts with better health, especially for those living in the streets.
Support solutions, not addictions. You can make a difference. Visit cottonwoodcares.com.
Welcome back to Verde Valley Highlights. Again, with me is Erin Mabery with Buena Vista Children's Services. And so right before the break, we were talking a little bit about the Children's Celebration, which again is one of my most favorite events. Jump houses? Bounce
We got to have a jump house.
Right, because I'm going to be stuck in it, right?
That's right.
That's awesome.
We're going to have to be telling Christian, it's time for the kids to get in there. He loves the bounce house.
I love the bounce houses. But so the other thing is you get, I know like last year we had some of the high school kids come and they do little performances and skits and things.
Yeah,
and
so we have performances from all kinds of different organizations.
Right.
Not necessarily little kids, but
Right.
So it's kind of cool because last year when Mingus came out and they did a couple of skits on, I think it was their opening night. And so they came out that day and did a little
theater production
thing,
right?
production on stage, which was really fun. James Ball does a great job. But it was really cool because I had a whole bunch of those kids that were on that stage
that went through the program,
that have been through either Discovery or Bright Futures.
Yeah.
So it kind of brings it all back in full circle, and getting to see those kids in their glory and doing the things that they love. So that must be pretty exciting too, huh? As you get kids that might come back to you and say, or you recognize them through the program. I have kids that come up to me in the community and say, hey, remember that time we went fishing? Or now they're bringing their kids to me, which makes me feel a little old. But they are, they have been through the program and they are looking forward to bringing their kids. So we have this great, we've been doing this for 20-some years. So watching the kids grow, and just like my daughter, she was one of the original Discovery kids.
Kind of what got you into it, right?
It is what got me into it.
And now she's going to Prague. Isn't that amazing?
Now she's on her way to Prague. Don't make me cry.
That's just amazing.
Yes, but she very. I mean, and my son. He grew up through the whole program, and just it's just a great way. I think it's a great tribute to a cool community that we live in.
It's all about strengthening the Verde, right?
Absolutely.
And starting with our young ones and
Absolutely.
teaching them the right way throughout the entire program. So that's awesome. So people can find out more about Buena Vista and maybe even share that they may have been through the program through Facebook and
through
other
Facebook.
ways, right?
So we are actually looking at doing what we're going to call a legacy project because
it's exciting.
We feel that, and Christian, you're part of all of this too, and I'm really excited to be able to reach back out to the community and say, share with us.
Tell us your story.
Tell us your story.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
Right.
Where are the kids now? And, I get to hear a lot of that. A lot of our staff get to hear a lot of that because they've been with us for a long time.
Sure.
But I think it's time that, we bring it back out and share with the community how important these programs have been in the lives of, just not only the kids, but the families and the support that we have given.
It inspires them to give back too, and maybe
we'd
contribute
love
to the program,
we love more support, and of course we are out in the community doing so many different things. I don't know that people really see, if they're seeing the child care facility and they think that that's all that we do.
Right, because there's so much more to it, right? Yeah.
And we're in different communities, so it's not just in the Verde Valley.
Right.
So
that's awesome.
But
So if I'm Joe Citizen and I want to help out Buena Vista, what's the best way for me to attack that?
Oh, there's a lot of different ways,
Yeah?
but I'll tell you all about it. So, first of all, you can follow us on Facebook. We've got a great Facebook page. The kids are really we're watching a lot of the things that are going on in the classroom, so you can see what's going on.
I love it. I get those posts every once in a while that pop up on my feed, and it's great to see
Oh,
the
they're
kids
fun.
singing and having fun.
And what a great, you need a break from your day. And
It is.
That's what I do. I get to go.
You're stuck in the back playing with the preschoolers, right?
Absolutely. I love it. I get to go back
Yeah,
and
I
snuggle
know.
with a baby and then go
That's
back
my
to my
dream
office.
job, right?
So it's great.
Yeah.
But with our support system, what we've put in place is that our Facebook, we want everybody to kind of see what's going on.
Sure.
And we are so proud of what happens in our classrooms.
Yeah.
So we're watching that on Facebook, so you can see the live feeds and see all the different things that we're up to. But you could also go on our webpage. So you go to bv-cs.org, and you can go to our Support Us page.
Right. Because Buena Vista is a nonprofit, and we just
We're a
got
nonprofit.
Right.
We just got our QCO, which is a qualifying charitable organization.
Right.
So the tax laws changed a little bit in the last couple of years, and we're now able to bring in tax donations that are a complete credit to those Arizona taxpayers. So you can tell.
You get to tell the state where you want your money to go, right?
where to put your money. It's
Yeah.
a good plan. So we're actually eligible for $400 for singles, and joint would be $800. So, and the really cool part about being a QCO is that as a contributor, you can still contribute to schools,
Right.
which
Yeah.
they need that
Sure.
very much, and you can still contribute to foster, and you can still contribute to tuition, private tuition.
Right.
So all of those are separate,
Yeah.
And so you can really get your
Tax
your
dollars working for our
Absolutely.
locals, right?
Where you want
Yeah,
it to
keeping
be.
it here, right?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So you said something about foster, and I know we've kind of been kicking around some ideas on expanding, and that's one of the areas that is in desperate need in our area, right?
Yeah. So Buena Vista is I love being with Buena Vista because we're very flexible, and we really listen to the needs of the community.
Yeah, you really have your finger on the pulse, right? And you know what's going on.
And
so.
that's where those partnerships come back in,
Right.
and it's really important to be, listening to the chamber members and where there's some need and how we can contribute to that. So we have been listening, and there's a lot of need for foster care throughout the whole state, really, is in need of foster care, but there's a lot of gaps in getting those kids into safe foster homes.
The right homes, yeah.
So Buena Vista is looking at that and looking at going into the foster care system. We're not sure exactly how that's going to look, but we really want to be supportive of the families that are here and supporting that
That's
piece.
great.
So it's exciting. It's
so,
kind of new.
I just want to thank you for spending this time with me and sharing all this information about Buena Vista. It's a great organization, and like I said, it's near and dear to my heart. My grandkids have all gone through it, and I'm serving on the board with you, and I'm excited about
we love having you on the board.
Our future, and I'm excited about our partnership with you being on my board as well as chair-elect. So thank you very much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And looking forward to working with you.
I'm looking forward. The next couple years is going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great. So, well, that does it for us today. We hope you come back and visit with us again. Thank you.